Let's talk about TRT. Is jumping on TRT a good idea or is it a bad idea? Is it healthy or is it unhealthy? When is it unhealthy? Let's analyze it, guys. Let's do it. First of all, what exactly is testosterone? What is TRT? Now, testosterone is one of your body's main androgen hormones. And when we're looking at testosterone and TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, now it's sort of become a trend for people to hop on TRT, specifically young males. Because most of people think the more test you have, the better, right? And this is why people look into supplements to boost testosterone. The more testosterone you have, the better. Well, it's not that simple. Now, it's not just testosterone as a form in our body, as a molecule, as a hormone. We have total testosterone and then we have free testosterone. Your body cannot use total testosterone, all of the testosterone your body makes. So out of 100% of the testosterone your body makes, total testosterone again, 30 to 45% gets binded by a protein called sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG. Now 50 to 68% also gets binded from albumin, which is another protein. And now out of all those percentages, you have 2 to 3% only that is left as free testosterone. For testosterone to exert its various functions that you know, from mood, libido, motivation, drive, strength, all that good stuff. Now, how much should your body make? How much testosterone should you be in? What is the optimal range as a male? Now, the optimal range of total testosterone production for your system is 300 to 1000 nanograms per deciliter. Now, the average range of total testosterone in order to be a healthy male, the average range, the normal range, is from anywhere around 300 to 1000 nanograms per deciliter. That being said, that is the normal. When you're within that range, you're considered to be normal. Now, the optimal range would be from anywhere around 600 to 1000. That is more optimal range for energy, libido, mood, strength, recovery, muscle hypertrophy, and all the sorts like that. Now, keep in mind, those nanograms per deciliter, even if you're 1000, that means that 2 to 3% of that 1000 will be free testosterone. So the more total testosterone you have within the range of the normal range, as long as the 2 to 3 total percentage is met, that means that you are in an optimal range, okay? That being said, we don't really care about the total testosterone so much as the free testosterone, which needs to hit that 2 to 3%. That is the optimal range for mood, libido, sex drive, strength, and all the benefits that you should have, all the actual effects that testosterone has on your body. Those effects that most people think, oh, more testosterone, more gains, more strength, more this, more that. This is what we want to care about, free testosterone. Now, in terms of being optimized from a hormonal standpoint, you need to be in the higher end of that range. That being said, upwards of 600, 700, that's a rare occasion for a natural person, natural male, not being enhanced. The more normal and average should be at around 600, 700. If you hit 1000, that's great, but you need to be genetically gifted to do that, of course. And that is in terms of quality of life, mood, libido, cognition, energy, strength, all the good stuff that you should expect from when being in an optimal range for testosterone production. Now, testosterone as a molecule, as a structure, because of its structure, actually, it can really easily access the part of your cell, the nuclear envelope, which can hold all of the DNA inside, the DNA information, and it can really easily affect the way that some genes get expressed. So not only does it affect your cognition, mood, energy, but it also does affect the expression of genes. But the main effect of testosterone on a physiological level is to make effort feel good, make you lean towards doing hard stuff, make you lean towards challenges, make effort feel good, make hard stuff rewarding, and make you less anxious, less timid, and more leaning towards getting after it. This is the main effects on a physiological level. It is really important to note, absolutely important, crucial, that you are on testosterone throughout your whole life. From the moment you were in the womb until right now, this day today. Your body is producing testosterone. You have your testes which are producing testosterone throughout your whole life. So this is not something new for your body. This is not something that you're hopping on TRT, and this is something extremely new. You are on testosterone since you were a baby. And when would you know that it is the right occasion for you? The circumstances are just right for you to hop on TRT. By the way, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just a guy by telling you my honest opinion based on research, studies, and things that I've been following from actual scientists, PhDs, MDs, so that you can extract the value without having to do the research yourself, okay? So it's all based on studies, it's all based on research, none of it is my intuition, and it's all experience studies and all that good stuff. So having said that, what would make you a good candidate for TRT pretty much? What would tell you that, okay, this is the right time to hop on TRT, I need to get on TRT. Now, even if testosterone levels are optimal, what would make you a good candidate for testosterone replacement therapy is your symptoms. You could be in the high end of testosterone levels, and still, if you have the symptoms, this is what you want to care about. So if you're not motivated, if you're not strength, if you feel weak, tired, not enough sex drive, or you feel like your sex drive has been declined from like a few months ago, a few years ago, these are the symptoms you want to be looking at. You don't want to be looking at the numbers. The numbers are there to be able to optimize the levels when you're on the actual TRT and not going to super physiological levels and not going the danger zone, which then will cause downsides, which we'll dive into later in the video. Now, when suffering from suboptimal testosterone levels and you are a good candidate for TRT, your life gets drastically improved. Now, going from the non-optimal low end of the actual spectrum to the higher end and the optimal range will affect your mood, libido, sex drive, motivation, energy level, strength, everything down to the T. Your life will get extremely better. Again, not if you hop on TRT, but if you go from the suboptimal and causing symptoms level of testosterone to the actual optimal range, which is going to be the higher end. Your life will get much, much better. Another important note, really important one, I would say, is that based on research, going from the suboptimal to the optimal range of testosterone can prevent diseases like Alzheimer's, risk of death, dementia, heart disease, prostate cancer, diabetes, and colon cancer. So this comes to show that being in an optimal range of testosterone can prevent almost like at least 7 diseases that I already mentioned, but there is more than that. The research is ongoing. There has been a huge amount of research and studies on that stuff, and it's very, very positive. But with anything that is such promising and has many, many benefits like that, has also lots of side effects. Now, however, I don't mean that going on TRT, if your body needs to, if you have the symptoms, if you are a good candidate of, and not if you are a 25-year-old male that wants to get bigger biceps, bigger chest, and wants to lift more weight in the gym. Essentially, if you are that good candidate because you have symptoms, you're suffering from the suboptimal range of testosterone, then it is practically safe to do that. But if you go in the supraphysiological levels, in the red zone, in the red area, there can be a lot of side effects and it can be causing a lot of danger to your body. Now let's have a look at the side effects that can be caused most likely 95% of the time when you're entering that red zone above 1000. So let's have a look at them. Now, first of all, testosterone, especially when you're injecting yourself with testosterone, it is a growth factor. And muscles aren't the only things that grow when you're using growth factors. Another thing that grows with muscles is tumors, because you are injecting a growth factor, so that gets developed. Anything that is able to grow, whether that's cancer, tumors, it's pro-growing. So pro-growing means pro-aging as well. So anything that grows at any point will get helped by the growth factor that you're injecting yourself with. So keep that in mind. Another side effects that one could expect if entered the red zone, and if most likely the most famous use of TRT nowadays for the area of fitness, bodybuilding, and not so much health, but more bodybuilding and more aesthetics. You can expect symptoms like infertility, acne, or other skin pathologies, mental status changes, and it can induce actual manic episodes or bipolar episodes as well. It can also cause ferritin build up in your blood, in your system, and induce the need of frequent phlebotomy, which is pretty much someone cuts off your blood and you need to drain blood out of your system because there's too much ferritin built up. Another thing is that blood lipid levels get disrupted and risk of cardiovascular disease increases. You also get high blood pressure, which is hypertension. You also get thickening of the blood, which can cause a stroke or heart attack, and thickening of the left ventricle, which will cause hypertension and ultimately heart attack. So these are the most important side effects effects whenever you're entering the red zone for testosterone, okay? Your body has to remain in that optimal range of testosterone production in order to be able to be healthy, get the benefits without causing issues. A lot of individuals, if you do your research, I won't name any names, but you have a lot of individuals which are upwards of 45, 50, 60 years old on TRT, on low doses, and that is 100 milligrams or up to 150 milligrams per week, and still are healthy males above the age of 40, 50, 60, and looking fantastic, looking like $1,000,000. More muscular than more of you watching the video, no pun intended. But the thing is, more testosterone does not mean better testosterone. More testosterone can cause issues, especially if you're entering that red zone. So having the motivation to go to the gym and do PRs in your squats, in your bench, or being 10 times bigger than what you were last year does not make you a good candidate for testosterone replacement therapy. That being said, I'm not a doctor. I am not here to condone or not to testosterone replacement therapy or any testosterone consumption and you injecting yourself with testosterone. I'm here to just present you the facts. What would make someone a good candidate for testosterone replacement therapy, and what are some side effects, which, if you ask me, are pretty substantial ones. You're putting your life at risk, you're putting your life at stake whenever you're entering the red zone for testosterone replacement therapy. That being said, guys, that was everything I had to extract for you today for testosterone replacement therapy and all things TRT. I hope you understood exactly what is the difference of TRT for optimal health and TRT for gains, and putting your life at stake, sacrificing that aspect of your health for the sake of more gains, more muscle, leaner, stronger. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying you're putting your life at stake. More testosterone does not always mean better. Anyways, guys, I don't want to ramble here for too long. That was everything I had to say again for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, if you did learn something new today, make sure to share this video with your friends. Send it to all of your health freak friends and let them know. Let them know about TRT. Also, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. It always helps. It will keep you standby to me posting a new video and you not missing out, because it's really valuable information if you learn it quickly, right? That's all, guys. I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Cheers.